Hello learners, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to learn about list comprehension. A list comprehension in Python, you can say it is a elegant and concise way to create list. It's like saying, hey Python, I want a list built in this specific way using the items from this existing sequence. Like we can write a for loop or any conditional statement inside a list, and it will in a one line you can achieve the target. A Python list comprehension consists of brackets containing the expression. So as you can see, this is the list bracket and it is containing an expression which is executed for each element along with the for loop, and it will iterate over each element in the Python list. And also you can add conditional statement as well. Python list comprehension provides a much more short syntax for creating a new list based on the values of an existing list. We can say list comprehension is a concise way to create list in Python. It helps to write more readable and compact code. Like if you are writing any code and you don't need a function, it's just a one time use, you can say. And but for that you might need a loop or conditional statement, so you better writing in this way in a list comprehension. So let's see how we can write it. So very first we will be taking a variable and then we will start assigning the variable as list, empty list, and then inside this we will write our expression. Here you can see I have written character for character in range 1, 2, 3. So here in list I have given, this is a list 1 to 3. So what it will do, for each character, this character will print 1, 2 and 3. So let me just show you, print list 1 and see how it is showing 1, 2, 3. Next, learn more about this. List 2, what I want I for I in range 11. If condition also I have given in the next this one. Here I haven't given any condition, simply for loop. And in the next example I will show you that, see, you can even add the conditional statement. So for loop, what for loop is doing, it is looping I in the range 11, but there is a condition, if I is divisible by 2 or not. So what it is, it will print you even number. See, it has printed you the even number from 0. Range I have given 11. As I have already discussed about it, the range function. So initially here by default it is 0. The starting value is 0 and ending is 11, and the step is by default 1. So this range in 0 to 11 it is going, but as we know that here we have given the condition only the even number we want. So it has printed that 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is how the list comprehension you can write. You first need to create a variable and then start with a bracket list, and then inside you write your expression with for loop, and you can even add if condition. Sorry. Now next, as you can see, I'll be taking one example where I have written a proper for loop and then if condition, and then I'm printing it. This is how any for loop we write. and then I will show you same how you can write in one line using the list comprehension. So as you can see here, it's taking more than like 1 line, 2 line, 3 line, 4 line, 5 line, 6 line. So 6 line of code got minimized to only 2 lines. So this is how, you know, effective a list comprehension is. What I'm doing here, I have taken a variable names and I'm taking a list, and inside the list there are multiple names here, and then another variable names I'm starting it as list, empty list. You can see the difference here. Here double s is given, and in the first variable names only one s. Now first I will write the for loop. So here in the for loop, as you know, that very first you have to take any temporary variable, and this temporary variable will search inside the any given variable that you have. So I am iterating over this names. So that's what I am taking for any temporary variable. Here I have given temporary variable name as name, name name in this names. Now what I want, it will iterate over all these elements inside this names. Now there is a condition. If name dot ends with s, means if any name, this temporary variable right now, that if any, like suppose it has taken the first one, Lucas. Now yes, it is ending with s. There is a function ends with, as we I have already informed about multiple built-in method in Python in my previous videos. You can search all those, and so we are using this function ends with whichever name will ends with s, right? S. And not only one condition here. The first condition is the name should ends with s, and length of name. Len is another function, and what it is taking that temporary variable name, and that name, length of that name should be greater than 5, not less than 5, greater than 5. Then if that the temporary variable will satisfy both the condition, name should ends with s, and as well as the length of the name should be greater than 5. If it is that, then it will append the name where in the empty list names. Names dot append name, and then we are printing this list. Whoever temporary variable is satisfying this condition, it will get appended to this names, the empty list, and then we will be printing that names list. So let's run this and see. So it has given only two names, Maximus and Travis. Because we have given the condition, the length should also be greater than 5. So you can see Lucas, its length is only 5, not greater than 5. It is equal to 5. And here we have given the condition it should be greater than 5. We haven't included equal to, that's why it hasn't taken the Lucas. But Maximus, yes, this length is greater than 5. Then John, again it is not ending with s, it will not take. Not ending with s, it will not take. Not ending with s. Now here Alice is ending with s, but the length of the name is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again Evans is ending with 5, s, but it is length of this name is, length of this again is 5. Then Dua, Chris, all these are again not following the condition. So last one Travis is yes, ending with s, and as well as the length is greater than 5. It is 6. Length of this is 6. So that's why it has taken two names. So this is how we have written for with a loop and with a condition. It took us 6 lines to write this code program. But if you will use list comprehension, you can write it in only a single line. So again, I am taking a variable names, and what I am doing, I have created a list bracket, and now I will write our expression. So what I will do, again I will take a temporary variable, and that temporary variable will run this, will iterate over this names. So name, for name in names, if name dot ends with s and length of name is greater than 5. So what generally what we do, we start any for loop from for loop, right, from using the keyword for name in, this is how we have written, for name in names, if same thing for name in names, but we haven't given that semicolon, we don't need here. In list comprehension, you simply write the statement expression for name in names, if name dot ends with s and length of name is greater than 5, then what? So then here you have to give name, means what we are saying, that print this name, print the name for name in names if name dot ends with s and length of name is greater than 5. So whatever it will be, it will filter, it will keep in names, and then you can print that. So it will print you the same. See, so very concisely, like elegant way to write the program. Instead of writing in multiple lines, you can use the list comprehension in your code to save time, to save space. So we can say that list comprehension does the work easier and reduce the number of lines of code that we had to write earlier in the above example, right? Okay. Now, next we will see about Python anonymous function. Actually, why I am telling you this, because this anonymous function we use in this list comprehension as well. Here I have given you the example only with for loop and conditional statement, but inside the list comprehension we use the anonymous function as well, which is lambda, map, filter, a lot of. Why? Because see, anonymous function is nothing but it doesn't have name. You don't need to define a name. So without a name of function, simply use the lambda keyword and then you write the function. So this also we use when we don't we write any function when in ahead of, like you have defined a function, and then in multiple location in the same code you have to use that function, then we write a proper function. But suppose only one time you have to use a function, then we don't need to write a proper function. So instead of writing a proper function, we can simply use this list comprehension or this lambda function so that it is only one time use and we can save our time and space. Here I have taken a again variable square, and then what I'm putting a lambda keyword, and then this is the temporary variable x, and this x is a semicolon, x should be x square of 2. Now you have to give the value of x whatever, because what I'm taking, this x is nothing but parameter, right? So you have to, when you call the square, you have to pass the parameter and then it will work for you. So very simple, one line. If you want anything square or even anything, you can write using the lambda keyword and simply define the parameter and write the expression. That's it. While calling the function, this you have to write the variable name and you need to pass the parameter. So let's see what it will print. It will print simply 25, the square of 5. So this is a concise and practical example of using anonymous function lambda in Python. And you can use this lambda function with map, filter and reduce. This is very useful in writing code, and as well as in interviews also. In interviewer generally ask these questions: lambda functions, map, filter, list comprehension. All these are very important for uh, interview. Map with lambda. So it applies a function to all items in a list. So it generally map the each element with the whatever the condition you have given. So it will do that. Here I have given I have taken a variable number and a list, assign a list to it. It has the value 1 2 3 4. Now what I want a square. So what I'll be doing, I am taking a lambda keyword and then simply the same thing that I have done earlier, x square 2, and then what I am doing, I am passing this numbers variable, means it the this will apply, this square should apply on this numbers that I have given. But what I want, I don't want to run it only one time. For each element it should run, right? So there is no for loop, nothing we are applying, but I want it should apply in all the elements. So what I'll be doing, I will be mapping. I'll be applying mapping, and then after it's done, I want again to convert it into a list. I think if you will not convert it into list, it may give you tuple. So let's run this code and see what we are getting. Here you can see it has squared the numbers 1 2 3 4, and we got the result 1 4 9 6 16. In the same way, there is another example we have. So I want plus 5. For each element I want it should get plus 5. Very easy. We will using the again lambda, and we'll take the temporary variable x plus 5, where in the iterator, the second position is the iterator position. I have given in the iterator as nums, which is a list. So it will add 5 to each of these number. 50 it will add to 5 to 10, then 20, then 30, and I will after mapping I will converting it into a list, and then when we will print the plus 5, it will give you the 15 25 35. This is how we use the map with lambda. Now next we have filter with lambda. So same thing, how we use the map method. It is mapping is it will map each element with the expression with each element, right, in the iterator. And the filter, it will filter the whatever the condition you have given, it will filter in the iterator. So right now what is the filter I have given, that only x, the even number we want, x should be divisible by 2, where in this iterator, and it will filter out whoever it is following, the expression is following the numbers, it will filter it out, and it will convert it into a list. And when next you will print the even, it will print you only the even number 2 4 6. Now next we have reduce. It performs a rolling computation to a sequential pairs. Very easy. It is we take it from func tools, this method reduce. So from func tools, import reduce, and then numbers is 1 2 3 4, and the total, it is equal to reduce lambda x and y. There are two temporary variable, and what I want it to add, and where in the numbers, so it will print you total. So simply it will, like, it has printed 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. So each time it is taking two variable, that is 1 plus 2 first it will take, then it will add this 3 2 3, that is 6, and then 6 it will get added to 4, that is 10. That is how we can use the reduce. So by simply writing the lambda function and iterating over the numbers.